with adopting our Facebook marketing strategy, I think for us, we've kind of been giving things a bit of a go ourselves, very haphazardly, and we weren't seeing the results that we really wanted to grow our business into a six-figure, or having a six-figure launch with the new program that we have online. So we knew our audience was online.
Yeah.
We knew we had to.
We knew Facebook worked.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a strategy, so we knew we had to adopt a strategy so that we could get the results. And the results we wanted was to grow our business locally as well as nationally. I'd say. Yeah. The big problem we wanted to solve was actually connecting with our target audience. So we knew who we wanted to speak to, but we were really struggling to actually get the right ads, speak the right language, and then have those people like or opt into our ads or even engage with our marketing campaign. So the big problem really was conversion. How do we create an ad that converts?
And I think because we do that really well in person, we have our public face-to-face events and things that happen, but then how do we translate that experience that people get with us in person online?
Yeah, how do we take that to make sense online?
Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah. So since we've had a really good strategy in place and working with Tim, we've actually been able to grow our business quite significantly. We've actually been able to scale up, and now we have clients not just locally but nationally, and we're even now talking with Tim about going internationally. So it's helped us grow quite phenomenally. We also had our recent six-figure launch.
Just recently, our recent six-figure launch. And so the next strategy now is our seven-figure, how we do that next. So I think what's been awesome is that having the strategy in place and doing things properly, we can just keep growing, but actually see the potential to grow even more and more and more and different opportunities.
Our business has become more fun because we're not pulling our hair out going, how do we do this? And Tim's taken so much pain away from a day-to-day running of the business and really allowed us to focus on developing the content and being creative. So that's a big win.
That's huge. That's the big thing for me
priceless.
Personally. Because not only the doing, but when you've got your own business, it's learning how to and then doing. So the time involved and the margin of error and all those sorts of things has just been completely taken away.
It was exhausting.
In our business, fun is one of the key values that we have at the Seven Effect, and in working with Tim, it's been fun. There have been sometimes where I think, oh gosh, poor Tim with what he has to put up with us.
Firing ideas at him, talking over the top of each other.
What about this? What about that? But he keeps us on track, keeps us focused, and I think keeping us focused on, what is the goal? That tends to be what do we want to achieve out of this? So it's like, oh, okay, well we just thought it was a nice idea, but we really need to focus on.
That's right. And I'd say the experience has been having someone on our team. So Tim actually really feels like an integral part of our business. He, as Amy said, keeps us on track. He's very big on checks and measures and accountability, which helps us both.
Yeah.
And there's always a push from Tim for us to grow to the next level. And that's really inspiring. It's really good fun. I'd highly recommend working with Tim, and in fact we value the work that he does so much, and even the skills and his knowledge and expertise around Facebook, that we invited Tim to be a guest speaker to our Business Builder community and come in and share what he knows about Facebook. So there's just so much that he can add to any business of any size in that space. So I'd highly recommend working with him.
I second that. I think save yourself the headache with a lot of things. That was that's I think what I've realised the most is that a lot of the weight and the headache of learning new things and just the expense that you do go through just in trial and error, giving some of these sorts of things a go yourself. And Facebook is just ever evolving and ever changing. Definitely it's well worth the investment to get a professional on board.
Definitely.